What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you. I just recently saw the HBO Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo Alvarez 2 Buzz clip, and the Buzz clip was interesting, you know, and I never really touched on this, but Canelo Alvarez, besides all the other stuff that's going on, this is not what this video is for, okay? This video is to promote the fight. The fight's still happening, you know, and this video is for the remarks about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez states that he's going to knock out Gennady Golovkin. You know, and of course, the rebuttal from Gennady Golovkin is he's going to knock out Canelo Alvarez. So the whole thing is around it. If you don't know, now you know. Let me tell you. Canelo Alvarez was ridiculed in his last fight, you know, for boxing and moving, like Sugar Ray, like Floyd Mayweather, like Erislandy Lara, you know. He was actually like Oscar De La Hoya in the Trinidad fight, okay? He was actually the boxer, you know, and he boxed, he moved, he used the ring, you know, and really there was nothing wrong with the way Canelo Alvarez fought. He fought a smart fight. The only problem is he wasn't as successful as he should have been fighting the way he was fighting. If you're going to box and move, you want to box and move to the extent of avoiding punches. You know, there's only three things you can do with a punch. You can bob a punch, weave a punch, block a punch, or just move out of the way, okay? So I guess that's four things. But anyhow, blocking is the last thing you want to do, you know, because really blocking a punch is not really avoiding it, okay? Because you're still absorbing the punch, okay? So he did more moving and bobbing and weaving and using upper body movement, which was good. It looked good, you know, but it wasn't what people thought he was going to do, especially him being an immovable object like he's been in the past. But he is at a different weight class, so, you know, you can't expect some type of adjustment. The thing about Gennady Golovkin, he keeps coming forward, and he made the adjustments in I think, rounds 3 and 4. He made a pretty good adjustment of cutting off the ring to a certain degree. I think he could have done more of that. Okay, so to criticize and to critique rather both fighters, Gennady Golovkin should have cut off the ring more, and Canelo should have used the ring more than he really did. Now, the contradiction of that is when he did fight Lara, and Lara did fight like that, you know, he said that Lara was running. But Lara was more successful in beating him because Lara was able to outland him. Canelo was not able to outland Gennady Golovkin. So, you know, that tells me that Canelo Alvarez should either stand and fight like he traditionally does, or he should use the ring more to avoid the punches that he got hit with in the first fight. Okay, Oscar De La Hoya can tell you that for a fact. Whenever you're in a championship bout, okay, the last thing you really want to do, ask Lara this, you don't really want to move. You don't want to show superb boxing skills, because it's more than boxing, okay? It's about brawling. It's about moving. It's about it's across the board of a plethora of things that defines the winner of a fight. And to me, Canelo Alvarez didn't do that. Gennady Golovkin showed more of the initiative, you know, and if it was compared to the fights that he fought like Gennady Golovkin, you know, it would be my best guess would be that Gennady Golovkin, I think he should throw more punches. I think he should go to the body. Within Canelo Alvarez should move a little bit more and, you know, avoid getting caught with that jab like he was, because that jab was catching him a lot. But Gennady Golovkin has a pepper straight, accurate jab, so it's hard to really dictate when he's going to throw it. He just pops it out there and catches you, and it has some sting to it. You know, Canelo's face, you know, could tell you that. But it was a good fight, you know, and then both guys wouldn't fight in the same way. But Canelo Alvarez is a smart fighter and a very intelligent fighter. So he used that method for a reason. Because if he went toe-to-toe with a guy like Gennady Golovkin, he could get caught with something and get hurt, which we're not really used to Canelo Alvarez being hurt, nor Gennady Golovkin. So both of these guys have not really been hurt in fights. I really haven't seen Gennady Golovkin hurt. I think maybe Curtis Stevens caught him with a left hook maybe a few years ago that got his attention. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Canelo Alvarez, same thing. Cotto's brother did it. You know, he caught him off guard with one and kind of wobbled him a little bit, but really not too much of anything else. So these are two solid chin guys, you know, and I'm just really curious to know what they're going to do in this fight. I know what they should do, but what will they do, you know? But Gennady Golovkin should go to the body more instead of headhunt like he did in the first fight. Canelo Alvarez should use the ring more, you know, so he should really take back the words he said about Erislandy Lara, because Lara's method worked, because it worked against him. He just wasn't the most popular guy. That's why he lost the decision. Fact. You know, he was little known. But Canelo Alvarez was able to use the ring, counter when he needed to, and he just needs to do more of that. I think he needs to press the action in this fight and put more combinations together like he did in spots, okay? Like he did in that 12th round. But, you know, I noticed a trend of Canelo Alvarez. He will gas out after throwing 8 or 9 punch combinations, which I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining, because had that be me, if I throw 8 punches like that in the 12th round, I would feel the same way. But, you know, I'm not a professional boxer either. But I do understand how it is to spar with someone. If you've ever been in the ring fighting someone, there's a difference between that and hitting pads or hitting a punching bag, okay? So, you know, but Canelo Alvarez should condition himself to be able to throw more punches. You know, anything we learned from the Kovalev-Ward fight, Kovalev threw a lot more punches, but he gassed out a lot quicker, okay? So, because he was trying to fight out of his character and trying to throw more punches, and I don't think that he was physically prepared and conditioned for that type of fight. That's why Andre Ward, you know, put it to him. You know what I mean? And they stopped the fight. So, Canelo Alvarez needs to keep that in mind. You know, and if he's talking about a knockout, a lot of pressure is on this guy. So, you know, and Gennady Golovkin said, yeah, they will knock each other out. So, we just got to see what happens. You guys tell me what you think about Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin Part 2 going down on Cinco de Mayo weekend, and it will be great. Please subscribe, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.